When I came to Hong Kong, I was keen to find out about its history, where it is now, and what the future holds. But in this video, I'm going to answer one simple question. Is it safe to visit?
So everyone told me I need to get up to the peak, which I believe is one of those over there. And there it is, this is the peak.
The Hong Kong History Museum goes back a little longer than I actually needed. I was impressed by their unbiased tone, although I suspected some of the translations might not be quite spot on. They cover the Japanese occupation, which was far shorter than the occupation of Korea. It also thoroughly covers the time of British rule, the good, the bad and the ugly, the challenges of the handover, and most surprisingly, mentions the massacre in Tiananmen Square. But I was keen to find out how Hong Kongers feel about Hong Kong today.
The government should not have resorted to police brutality to handle the present situation, as that has put Hong Kong back to the 1960s, when the police colluded with the triad societies. In those days, the police and triad gangs were inseparable, just like two sides of the same coin. We took more than half a century to modernise Hong Kong, and Lam Cheng, for her own good, put the clock back. Hong Kong now faces three problems: a humanitarian crisis, sexual violence by police, and a general violation of Hong Kong citizens' rights and freedoms. The police are using excessive force both on arrested protesters and non-offensive protesters. They continually beat people, pepper spray at very short distances, and fire at them with beanbag bullets and plastic bullets targeting the upper bodies. Tear gas is fired into crowded areas, even from rooftops. Throughout the protests, the police have been using the Sanuk Ling holding centre for arrested protesters. This centre is usually used for immigration purposes, which is just one sign of escalating measures being used. There have been indiscriminate attacks on civilians by police, triad members and pro-government supporters. At the Yuen Long station, protesters were attacked by gangsters. Police intentionally ignored emergency calls made during the attack and let those gangsters go, even though they were holding weapons and walking in front of them. There was the attack at Suwan, North Point and Prince Edward Station. It's clear there's been a deliberate dehumanisation of protesters, calling them cockroaches, making the police and pro-regime people not respect the protesters, thus attacking them brutally without mercy. Police deliberately hinder the first aid operation and only send injured people to hospital after long delays, particularly at the Prince Edward Station attack. Police do not allow arrested or wounded individuals to get the medical attention they need.
It seems that the Hong Kong police have actually used sexual assault as a form of punishment. When Miss Liu was discharged from hospital, officers checked her clothes that her family had delivered to her. Officers were present as Liu changed her clothes. When Liu left the hospital, she was not sent to court, but to a nearby police station instead. There, she was ordered into a room with two female officers. One officer ordered her to remove all her clothes, including her underwear. When she asked for the reason, the officer said,
"Because you violated the law, you have to be searched."
Well, people were worried about me coming to Hong Kong, and I must say, it's not too terrifying at the moment. It's exactly what I imagined, to be honest.
I spent about 36 hours in Hong Kong in total and felt completely safe. While the politics in Hong Kong is clearly spilling out onto the streets, the unrest is easy for savvy visitors to avoid, and I certainly recommend they do. Beijing's designs for the future of the Pearl River Delta economic zone are impressive. It could be great for all the people in the area, China as a country, and hopefully even the world economy. I do hope that they can work through consensus rather than force and listen to the legitimate concerns that the people of Hong Kong have for their future. I hope for a swift and peaceful resolution to the troubles, and I also hope to visit again soon.